Welcome, friends. I'm Chris from Transformation Nation Yoga and Wellness, and I'd like to welcome you to Poise Pen. This is our weekly mindfulness and prompted journaling class. So, what you'll need to be safe and comfortable for today's practice is a comfortable place to either sit or lay down. So, this could be on the mat. You could be sitting directly on the mat. That doesn't feel great for my back. So, as you can see, I've created a little bench for myself out of 2 yoga blocks and a bolster. But you could also choose to sit at a chair. You choose a chair, I'd like you to choose a chair of a height where you can rest the soles of your feet on the earth. The last thing that you'll need for the practice for today is a journal and something with which to write. And depending on your eyes, if you're like me, you might need a pair of reading glasses. But other than that, that should be all that you need for today's practice. And I'll be back with you in just a moment for today's poise and pen practice. All right, friends, we'll get started with our giving and receiving compassion mindfulness practice for today. Make your way into a comfortable seat or lay down in a way that you feel supported, but where you can maintain some alertness. So in either your seat or a supine position laying down, find a position where you can balance the two qualities of alertness and relaxation. So on the seat, what this looks like for me is length along the spinal column. So whether you're seated in a chair with a back, or you're seated on the mat, or maybe on a cushion, press into your seat, grow out of your heart and the crown of your head through the stars, and let all of your soft tissues fall down toward earth. And let's start with a cleansing breath. Draw on the deepest breath that you've taken so far today. And then exhale, open your mouth, audibly sigh that breath out. And then we're going to go right into our mindfulness practice. So I don't startle you, I'm going to be inviting the chime 3 times today. Once as a demonstration now. But I'll also do this to initiate our mindfulness meditation for today, and I'll do this at the end of the mindfulness meditation. All right, so if it feels safe for you, you could choose to close your eyes down. But if it doesn't feel safe to have closed eyes, or for whatever other reason you choose to leave your eyes open, find a position like that. And if you choose the eyes open, do so with a soft gaze. It's said in the contemplative practices that through a soft gaze, we develop insight. So we started with that cleansing breath, but I'd like you to take a few other deep breaths in and out. As you breathe, notice the sensation of that breath. Where is that most provocative sensation? So it might be a cool rush of air at your nostrils each time you inhale. It might be the mechanics of the diaphragm, the rise and fall of your sternum. Or it could be that warm rush of air on your upper lip. It doesn't really matter as long as that's where that sensation is most provocative for you. If you're in your head at all, see if you can drop down into your body. Right? That's the point of having this anchor to our present moment experience, that most provocative point of sensation. And if you can get into your body, even just for a moment, start to notice the sense of nourishment that comes from the inhale breath. The sense of soothing as you breathe out, this sense of letting go. Now, allowing your breathing to find its own natural rhythm, not forced on your part. So your attention is present to that anchor, but not creating it. And if you like, Putting your hand somewhere in your body that feels soothing. That might mean a hand on your heart or both hands on your heart. It might be a hand on your belly or anywhere else. Wherever your hands are resting, if they're on your body, notice this as an anchor to your present moment experience as well. Feel the weight of your hand resting on your body. Feel the warmth that's spreading, radiating out into your body. And we attend to these sensations as a reminder to bring not just awareness, but loving awareness to your experience here today. Feeling your breath, inhaling and exhaling. Allowing the breathing to flow in and out, back and forth. A gentle rocking, maybe like the gentle movement of the sea. Now, focusing attention on your in breath, letting yourself savor the sensation, the sense of breathing in. Noticing how your in breath nourishes your body, breath after breath, beat after beat. And then simply releasing your out breath, letting it go. And with the foundation of your intention on an anchor to the present moment, so ask your body what she or he needs today. What is it that you need from this practice? And then just find some stillness, maintain that orientation to your present moment anchor, and just listen. Now, as you breathe in something good for yourself, whatever you need right now. If you got an answer with your moment of inquiry, what do I need right now? What do I need from this practice? Breathe a sense of that in on your inhale. What is it that I need? Maybe it's a quality of warmth. Maybe it's a quality of kindness, compassion, or love. But whatever it is, just feeling it. Just breathing it in on the in-breath for yourself. As you do this, as you bring that goodness in, as you seek to draw in that what you needed from the practice today on your in-breath, offer some words of kindness and compassion to yourself, slowly and affectionately. Your hands, wherever they are right now, they're fine exactly where they are with no changes. If your hands are not on your heart, you may choose to place one or both hands on your heart now. Continue drawing that goodness in, whatever it was that you needed, whatever quality that your heart asked your head for from this practice. Draw it in on your in-breath. And to attend to the sensation of where your hands are resting in your body, wherever that is, whether it's the same places all along or someplace new for you. Maybe repeat these words to yourself, either silently or out loud, visualizing yourself in your heart center. Inhale, may I be. Exhale, safe. Inhale, may I be. Exhale, peaceful. Inhale, may I be kind. Exhale to myself. Inhale, may I accept myself. Exhale as I am. May I be safe. May I be peaceful. May I be kind to myself. May I accept myself as I am. As you breathe, continue offering these thoughts of metta, these thoughts of kindness and affirmation to yourself. Maybe attend to notice the embodied sense of your heart, your metaphorical heart, the seat of your emotional being, and see how it responds to this treatment from you. If you like, on each in breath, you could start to focus on an expansive, heart opening word. Maybe love, maybe compassion, maybe that word for you is kindness or ease, or maybe it's peace. Or you could choose to use an image. Maybe imagine inhaling warmth or light, giving yourself whatever it is that you need in this moment, whatever the organism of your body asks for. Continue inhaling something good for your health, for yourself, and then simply exhaling, letting go. Now, calling to mind someone to whom you would like to send goodwill. Maybe this is someone you love very much. Maybe this is someone you know who's challenged right now, who's going through a struggle and could really benefit from compassion. Visualize that person clearly in your mind. Hold that image of that person in your heart. And then shift your focus to your out breath, your exhale. Feel your body breathing out and start to direct your exhale to this person. Send something good with each exhalation to this person. Maybe that's love. Maybe it's compassion. It could be ease, or it might be peace. But intentionally sending warmth and kindness with each exhale to this person you've chosen. Now, if the picture of that person is blurred for you a little bit, clarify that vision of that person again. And really intentionally begin to offer kindness and compassion to this being slowly and affectionately. Inhale, may you be. Exhale, safe. Inhale, may you be. Exhale, peaceful. Inhale, may you be. Exhale, kind to yourself. Inhale, may you accept yourself. Exhale as you are. May you be safe. May you be peaceful. May you be kind to yourself. May you accept yourself as you are. Now start to attend to both your inhale and your exhale with equal focus, equal emphasis. Breathing in something good, something healing for yourself on the inhale, and breathing out something healing for that other person on your exhale. In for me, out for you. Savoring your breath. One for me, and one for you. If you like, you can shift a little more focus and attention on receiving this goodness or offering this goodness to yourself, whatever it is that you need for today, right now in this moment. You could also send this wish for metta, this wish for loving kindness to more than one person. It could be a family, it could be a group of people, all of humanity, every sentient being. Allowing your breath to flow in and to flow out, and allowing yourself to be part of this limitless, boundless flow. Breathing in and breathing out. Beginning to let go of this meditation and bringing your awareness to your body as a whole in this moment. Allowing yourself to feel whatever it is that you're feeling, whatever that experience is, sitting with, inviting it to sit for tea with you. Be exactly as you are in this moment. Now, very slowly and gently, while still maintaining an awareness of your body, when you're ready, you start to move your body a little bit. Maybe starting small, wiggling your fingers or your toes. Maybe gently draw your chin from shoulder to shoulder. And then when you're ready, allowing your eyes to open and opening up your awareness as well to include the room and the people around you. That was beautiful, courageous work, my friends. I'll be back with you in just a moment for today with today's journaling prompts. All right, friends. So our journaling prompts for today are based on this giving and receiving compassion meditation that we did. So this is based on a Theravada Buddhist meditation practice called metta. Metta is Pali for loving kindness, but this was adapted by Western scientists and meditating guru John Kabat-Zinn, and is actually part of the program that he put together for mindfulness for stress reduction. So I'd like you to think about the experience of offering compassion to others, receiving compassion for yourself. And let me read through the questions. Question 1, it's a two-part question. What did you notice with the initial orientation of your focus on the breath? And did you notice any shift in the way that you related to your breath throughout the practice? Second question, it's a three-part question. Did offering compassion to yourself come easier than giving to others? Or was it the other way around for you? And either way, why do you think that may be? The third question is a two-part question. What was your embodied sensation around offering this metta wish for goodwill, this loving kindness wish for goodwill? And how did that shift as you expanded your scope from yourself to another person and potentially even broader? What I mean by the embodied sensation, where did you feel that in your body? When you were offering this metta wish, where did that feel embodied in your body? And the final question, it's a single question, how can you apply this practice to your daily life in a way that's realistic and sustainable? And at this point, you can pause your video. You'll still have the questions up on the screen. And take some time, take all the time you need to journal through those. And then we'll circle back, we'll get together. I'll share my observations. And obviously, you'll be doing this through a recording. But if you'd like to share your observations with me, I would love if you either emailed me, message me, or let's set up a time to talk through Zoom. And I'd be really interested in hearing what your experience was. Welcome back, friends. How did that go for you? So like this, the journaling practice is not about me, but in the interest of sharing, when we do this class as a community, I want to open up at least the opportunity or option for sharing observations through these journaling prompts. So to model that, I'd like to share mine. So the first set of questions was, what did you notice with the initial orientation to your breath? And did you notice that shift in any way throughout the practice? Full disclosure, friends, I don't think while I'm facilitating this experience, I've got as much or more of my attention on the facilitation of the experience as I do on the experience itself. That being said, I've done this practice and versions of this practice many times before. So part of my responses is based on that past experience. I've had some really stressful and emotionally taxing personal circumstances in the past 24 hours. I slept really poorly, about 3 hours last night, and my family and I had everybody's okay, but we had some challenges that we had to work through last night. So I began my practice today feeling really scattered and unfocused. Attending to the sensation of the breath, which for me is most provocative, I feel a cool rush of air in my nostrils on the inhale. That allowed me to get some time out of my head and to find a point of access to get back down into my body. I found as we moved deeper into the practice, I noticed that less and less of my focus was specifically on the breath. It was more on the attention of where we were shifting the breath. But as thoughts and difficult emotions crept in, that breath sensation for me was a really nice entrance point over and over again to come back into my body. Question 2, did offering compassion to yourself come easier than giving to others, or vice versa? And why do you think that may be? For me, it was a no-brainer. Offering compassion to others comes much more easily than it does to offering compassion to myself. And I don't know exactly why that is. I know that I've got some family members in my family of origin who really modeled a lot of perfectionism and being hyper self critical in a way that wasn't really helpful. And once I had that model in myself, I spent years feeding that model. Offering love, kindness, and compassion to myself is beginning to come more easily. That being said, I do find that for me to maintain some consistency around that, I really have to be intentional, right? If I'm not really thinking about what I'm doing, it's pretty easy for me to slip back into the negative self-talk, negative mindset, negative thinking, and really perfectionism and hypercriticism. So really attending to kindness and growth, expansion in my heart there is really important. Speaking of which, what was your embodied sensation around offering this metta wish for goodwill? And how did that shift as the practice expanded? So I had 2 access points in my physical body where I really noticed a sensation. And one was in what I think of as the metaphor of my heart. So not so much the physical organ that pumps blood throughout my body to nourish it, but the emotional organ that pumps love and compassion and goodwill to myself and to other people in my life. I felt a sense of expansion, and the deeper in the practice that we went, the greater it went. The other thing is I started, maybe because of my kind of challenging circumstances the last 24 hours, I started out with a knot in my belly, which for me usually means some level of fear and anxiety. So I got expansion in the chest, and that knot in my stomach started to soften. And as I shifted the focus of the metta wish of kindness and goodwill for myself to another person, and then out into the world, for me, it was to all sentient beings. The expansion of my heart grew wider, and the contraction of my belly grew softer. Last question, and maybe this is the meat of it. It's fine for us to do this once a week, but how can you apply this specific practice to your daily life in a way that's realistic and sustainable, right? And so we could say things like, I'm gonna start a hour and a half meditation practice, and I'm gonna do it every morning and every evening. It's not gonna happen for most of us, right? We're under lots of pressure in our life circumstances, and we feel a great sense of duty and responsibility to those things. Most of the time that's appropriate. There are times where we need to soften that a little bit. But how do we do this in a way that's a small step that we could build on? And I thought of 2 things. And one of these is based on something that I've done through other difficult parts of my life. When I've gone through long, difficult seasons where I really struggled to feel kindness and goodwill for myself, one thing that I've done is I've taken a dry erase marker and written, in dry erase marker on my bathroom mirror, these words of kindness and goodwill are affirmations, things that I know of myself to be true, that I can recognize my higher self, my future self, my more evolved self, however you want to think of that, just knows these things about myself, but it's really easy for me to forget these things. So I find if I write them in dry erase marker on the mirror, first of all, it's not permanent. Take them down is really easy. Worst case scenario, if just a paper towel or a tissue doesn't work, you can use glass cleaner or alcohol, it wipes right off. But that way, first thing when I get up in the morning, when I'm brushing my teeth, when I'm flossing, when I'm shaving, I have these reminder about these really great qualities that I do legitimately have and can offer to the world. So that's a practice I'd like to get back into. I'm working on a blog post right now. It's almost done. I've been working on it for 3 weeks, Affirm Your Life, and that'll be released this coming weekend. So that'll be the end of the second week of September, that will be coming out with my weekly newsletter. So this is one of the things that will be included in that. The other thing I thought about is, what about, like, how nice is it? Do you remember as a kid, did you ever open your lunch up at school, and your mom or somebody else, your aunt or somebody else in your life, wrote this really loving, beautiful, warm message to you that was a surprise, you weren't expecting it? You open up your lunch and you find it there, right? It's sort of, I think of this as being the emotional equivalent of getting out the jacket that I only wear in the wintertime the following winter, digging into the pocket for a first time and finding a $20 bill. Those love notes from loved ones, those affirming messages and notes that we didn't expect, are the emotional equivalent of finding that $20 bill in your jacket. How can we do that for ourselves? What if we staged some love notes written by our future self, our higher self, our more evolved self, things that we know we need to remind ourselves of, or these positive qualities about ourselves that we genuinely love, value, honor, and respect, and we find ways to write these on some kind of a note and stick them in places that we're going to forget about them between now and then, but eventually we'll open up and we'll find that message from ourselves to ourselves. So those were my thoughts on the journaling prompts for today. Again, I'd be really interested in hearing yours. So this particular class, I'm going to share a little bit more broadly than usual. So if you're in our Transformation Nation community, you know you can reach out to me on Instagram at either Transformation Nation Yoga or Chris Bishop Yoga. You could also reach out to me through Facebook, but anyone could email me. That's Chris at Transformation Nation Yoga and Wellness.com. And I would love to hear what your thoughts and your experience were with these journaling prompts. So again, friends, I'm Chris. I'm from Transformation Nation Yoga and Wellness, and this has been our Giving and Receiving Compassion Poise and Pen class. I hope you have an amazing day and an amazing weekend.